Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to another season preview. I'm Aaron Schneider, Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and joining us for our women's soccer preview is head coach Vincent Bohanon. How are you doing today?
I'm good, sir. Appreciate it. Thanks
Okay.
for having me.
Absolutely. Well, first to kick things off, and you're starting into your first season leading this women's soccer program. Tell us about kind of what the tell us about how you're wanting to lay the foundation of the culture going forward.
In full transparency, I believe that the foundation that was put into place before I ever got here was fantastic. Jen Myrie did a great job with the unit that we have, even the new recruits, the freshmen coming in, they're great players with a tenacity and a real nose for the game. The foundation that she's put in place, I feel like, is one of unselfishness and a God-first atmosphere, and it falls right in line with what my expectations are for the team and for the program.
All right, so now let's talk about what your goals and expectations are for this year.
Well, when it comes to goals, I believe in aiming high, and really for this particular team, I think the sky is the limit. It's very possible that this team could go undefeated. That's unheard of in soccer. But given their work ethic, their ability to really kind of evolve with a little bit different playing style that I have in mind for them, and just their willingness to put in work, I just don't think that there's any goal or expectation that's too lofty for this team.
All right, and then what do you say your team strengths are?
Oh, positivity. I would say 80% of the girls on the team are just always high energy and very positive. And then the other 20% are putting in the work to get to that point. And I think it's just all getting on the same page, which they're doing very, very quickly. We had a great game against DePaul. They were ranked 5th in our region. That was a 0-1, a 0-1 final. And it was a shocker to the DePaul coach. And in full transparency, the girls, they blew away my expectations for the game and played to a very high level. And then the game against Wilmington last year was a very different result, but we had a 1-1 result, which was significantly better than last year. And both teams that we played against had only lost a couple of their seasoned people who really made a difference for the team. So, yeah, the sky's the limit, and the objectives are all being reached and maintained by the girls.
And so with this year's squad, you're one of the for sure assets is going to be for this year is the large senior class that you have. Tell us about how that's going to that has been an asset so far.
The seniors on the team are good with leadership, especially the ones that are in the captainship portion of that senior class. I would say that some of the seniors are a little bit battered and bruised. That some of them are coming off of injuries that have just been released, but their work ethic and their understanding for the game and being able to be physical when needed. Seniors are always a plus. But at this juncture, I think that the team as a unit are going to see an equal distribution of minutes based on the talent that's came in and the talent that we already have.
All right, now a lot of overall talent on the team. Tell us about some of the returners that you expect to make an impact this year.
I don't think that there's not one returner that doesn't have the ability to make an impact, and that is all based on how much they're willing to give to the sport and to their team. And based on what I've seen so far, there's not one senior or returner that can't contribute in a way of positivity, whether that's on the field, on the sideline, and during practice. I really just see this team as a unit, and there's not really one face of the team or somebody that's going to create more of an impact than others. They all have an equal opportunity to cause a huge impact on the field. So.
Okay, and then I guess following up with kind of like the newcomers.
Oh, the freshman class is fantastic. At first, your first thought of a freshman coming in is it's going to take them some time to acclimate, but we've already had one of the freshmen, Maylee, who scored the equalizer against Wilmington, and it was really just out of just pure grit that she was able to do that. So we have a freshman class that's coming in that's wanting to prove themselves, and I think that's great. Maddie Hampton played great in the middle. Natalie played great as a six. Naomi and Maylee getting that goal. Lily is going to be a great up and coming goalkeeper. It just Claire and Gabby Rush. They just all have something to contribute. Cassidy in the back as an outside back. I just think they're all going to see a good number of minutes. It's going to be equally dispersed among the team, and they're all really contributing.
All right, and then we've got our upcoming match with Olivet. Tell us about what are you expecting to see out of Olivet?
Just great play by our girls, more connectivity. I expect them to build a snowman in August. I'd like to see us score 8 goals.
Okay, and then finally, what does your team need to do this year to be successful?
Buy-in. Really, I think that at any given point, you look at the personnel and who do you have available and kind of develop a formation based on who's available and who's going to do the best job. And as long as I can get 100% or even a 90%, but 100% buy-in, the sky's the limit, and I think these girls are capable of having just a beautiful season.
All right, well, I think I've covered the questions I wanted to. Ravens fans, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow along with any more previews, any more content we may put out on YouTube. Of course, follow along with your women's soccer team this season. They open the season on the road on Sunday at 2 p.m. versus Olivet. Their home opener is this coming Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. It's against St. Mary of the Woods College, and it'll be at 3 p.m. At Fridley Field. Coach Bohanon, thank you for joining us, and good luck this year.
God bless. Go Ravens.